Andy, you going in the sea?
Yeah!
Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. On today's video we have returned to where it all began just under 3 years ago. So this is long before we were daily vlogging, but just under 3 years ago today we came to Skegness for the day. I actually brought with me the camera that Andy has with him today, the one that's Andy's new camera, because I'd been using that camera for Football Manager YouTube stuff. So we brought that camera with us and we came to this beach at Skegness and we made a vlog, and that vlog is what eventually turned into the daily vlog about 6 months later. So we're back. It's the hottest day of the year so far. It's apparently going to hit about 30 degrees today, although it's only going to feel like about 25 next to the windy sea. But this was all Andy's idea. Last night as he was getting ready for bed, he asked Anna if we could go to the beach.
Shall we go swimming?
Right.
Go swimming, Dad.
But to him, swimming is in May for Paris.
Okay.
So it's a beach.
And then he went and fetched his trunks and gave them to Anna, and then when we came downstairs this morning he'd already brought his trunks downstairs and had decided we were coming to Skegness. So here we are at Skegness. It is a lovely day, it's lovely and warm. I'm going to kick off my flip-flops and get onto the sand, and like I say, we're back where it all began, just with a bigger, heavier camera this time. It's the seaside in the middle of summer. It's awesome. Summer has finally arrived. I think we've timed it just right as well, because although it's the car parks and everything is busy and the town looked busy as we were driving through, the actual beach is not busy at all at the moment, which is awesome.
No.
You can't take that camera in the sea, Andy.
No.
It will get wet and then it will be broken forever.
We can lift the jump, yeah? You just jump, yeah?
You can jump, but you can't take that camera in the sea.
Wow.
Put our toes in it if you want.
That's actually not as cold as you would think. Oh Andy, if that's it, pull your shorts up a bit.
Come on.
You cold?
Yes.
It's not that bad.
I wasn't expecting it.
What he wants to do, and he's getting frustrated that he can't, but he wants to go and stand in there up to his knees with his camera and film all the windmills that are over there. But because he's now operating on a good camera that would cost over £200 to replace, we're not going to let him take it in the water. He was given the option of bringing his old camera today, didn't want to. So I think his plan for the day was new camera out in the sea. No. He could have even brought that action camera that we got the other week. He wasn't interested in any of that, and of course because it was a rush thing thrown together last minute and we didn't think it through, we didn't bring any of that stuff, and it'll be fine. My foot's gone. Gone. Andy, where's my foot gone?
Where is it?
Where's my foot?
Under the beach.
It's under the beach, is it? He's too smart for that trick these days, isn't he? It's mad because he usually loves the sea, but I think he just, for whatever reason, he's not feeling it today. But he's enjoying himself. He's running around with a smile on his face. He's having a good time. He just doesn't want to go in the sea, which is what he normally loves to do. And the thing is, we've been through this before where he'll do this for hours and then we'll just be ready to go home and he'll just walk out into it up to his waist and want to stay for another 3 hours. So we know he'll enjoy it if we can get him in, but it's obviously the sensation of it being really shockingly cold when you first go into it and he doesn't stay in it long enough to acclimatise to it. Andy, you going in the sea?
Yeah!
You're just having a little sit down in the sea?
I just want him to be in the sea. He likes the sea.
Andy, come sit with Mummy. Come and sit with Mummy.
No!
I'm afraid he doesn't want to sit with you.
Obviously.
As you can see, Anna is behind me trying every trick she knows to try and get Andy in the sea. He keeps wandering off. I think we just have to give up and accept he is having a great time, just doing it his way. He's quite happy, just walking up and down the beach, having his feet sink a little bit, having the odd splash of water, feeling the sun on his skin. And we just need to leave him to it and hope that he doesn't get to 4 o'clock and he decides he wants 3 hours in the sea then. I wondered if we both came in, he might follow. That's a big one. These waves that hit me just above the knee almost go over Anna's head. It's brilliant. Just stepped out of the sea for a moment for a little beach snack. Obviously, crisps that we brought with us. He is saying he's done in the sea now, so I don't know what the plan is from now. Probably arcade.
Lucky Strike.
He wants to go to Lucky Strike, the arcade. So.
It's not there.
Which is up there. So we'll head up there once we've had a little snack and dried off a little bit. It's still only, I mean, yeah, it's lunchtime, so I won't be offended if we end up getting fish and chips at lunchtime. So I don't think we'll be here all day unless he decides he wants the beach again this afternoon. We've been here a good couple of hours already, so we've had a nice little splash around in the sea. I think he's had his fill. Go and do some 2p machines for an hour or two and then see where the day takes us. We've relaxed our rules slightly and said as long as he's just dipping his toes in the way he was before, he can use his camera. He's not actually got in the sea at all, he's still just stood next to where we've got the towel set up. But I don't know if you can see on this camera because it doesn't zoom very far, but obviously he'll be zooming thoroughly on his channel at 6 o'clock today. But he's filming all of the windmills along there and then he's spinning around and filming all the fairground rides that are over the top there. So, this is what he wanted. He wanted to make a video.
It's like a fantasy island.
Oh, you can see Fantasy Island? Yeah, I imagine he's zooming right in on it.
You see it?
Wow.
Can't really see because the light's reflecting off it. I let the sun bake me dry and now getting back in the water again. Oh, it's cold. What's that?
Fish and chips after.
We'll have some fish and chips later, don't worry. Yes, you can have crisps. I was about to clarify, don't get too excited. And your DS. He won't eat any fish and chips, he wants us to have fish and chips so that he can sit and eat crisps and play on his DS. That will be later in the day. I don't think we're planning on doing that just yet.
Look at Daddy.
Hello.
He jumped in.
Anna got hold of Andy's camera while me and him were down by the water. He initially took it off her, but then told her she had to make a through mummy's eyes video. So there might be one of those, or I might drop the clips in here somewhere. But now he's getting a little bit braver with the camera. I don't mind him having the camera in this bit. Ultimately, if he drops it, then he drops it. He'll just have to go back to his old one. But I don't want him going super deep where it's guaranteed to get wet.
And here we see Kevin standing with his toes in, and Andy is all the way over there. And Kevin is there. And now he's back in again. Oh, it's so funny. Love him. And here he comes. Can I help you?
Well, that's us done on the beach by 1 o'clock. The plan now is we're going to go and grab something to eat because me and Andy are starving. Anna claims she's not hungry. Guaranteed we will see her eating in a minute. We're going to go and grab something to eat, hit the arcades. We won't be really upset if we're back on the road heading away again by 3-4 o'clock, just as it's starting to get super busy, because super busy isn't fun for everybody. Super busy, super hot later in the day, that's not when we want to be here. This is perfect as it is right now. Just had to make one of the hardest decisions of my life. We're in for fish and chips, or more accurately sausage and chips. They do a foot-long battered sausage here, but they didn't have any ready, so I've just got the large one. And someone just, while they were waiting, someone just came up and asked for a picture of Andy, didn't they? Just came over and said, "Is Andy a YouTuber?" Oh, is he a YouTuber? Did he pose for the picture of him? That's amazing. And that's the first time anyone's ever signalled out Andy when I've not been there. So that's really cool. If you're that person, say hello down in the comments. Dinner consumed, and it was awesome. The plan now, really the main event. This is what Andy was looking forward to even more than going to the beach. We're going into his favourite arcade, find his favourite 2p machines, and spend far too much money just sinking 2p's into a coin dozer because he loves it. We'll find the lift afterwards, yes. Oh, it's just there. If you've seen any of our previous Skegness videos, you'll remember this exact machine. It's perfectly positioned. It's a 2p machine. It has a chair for him to sit on, and it has a 2p change thing next to it as well, so he can change up his money and just keep a constant flow of 2p's going into the machine. So his record is like 2 hours sat on this machine. Hopefully it won't be 2 hours today. It has got the temptation of the lift next to us as well. So we might be, I think we're going to do the lift, and then that will be it. We'll probably disappear. But this is his idea of a good time now. Is that good then, Andy?
Still on that one?
No, thank you.
Oh, is it not working on that side? You just have to use the other side, it'll be fine. He's very carefully filming for his channel as well.
Correct.
Is it good?
Wow, eating.
Here's another reason why I love Skegness. Just went to get myself a cup of coffee. Expecting typical cup of coffee kind of situation. It's an actual mug of coffee. It's Nescafe. It was 80p. I love Skegness. It's so old school. How long would you say we've been in here for at this point? I think an hour and a half sounds about right at the moment. He is spent up now. What he's got there is all he's getting. So I reckon maybe 10-15 more minutes. Well, about 2 hours after going in, we have finally left the arcade. We did go up and down in a lift in there, but we weren't allowed to film it. We actually had a guy come over and ask us to stop filming when we were filming the machine, so that's why it kind of stopped quite abruptly. But we are done in there. It is now gone 3 o'clock, so we've been in Skegness since about 10 o'clock this morning, 10:30 this morning. So I think we're getting to the point now where we're about ready to head back towards the car and make a move towards home. Andy wants to go to McDonald's. We are not taking him to the McDonald's here because it will be horrifically busy because everywhere is so busy now. So I think we're going to head back to the car and stop at a McDonald's on the way home for him. That thing, by the way, looks terrifying. It's a big climbing thing with minimal safety net situation. I think you hook onto it, but yeah, terrifying. The parking in here now is very unpleasant. There's cars just sort of abandoned everywhere. Well, that was some heavy traffic getting back here. We've made it like 3/4 of the way home. It is so much hotter here than it was at the beach. It was like 25 degrees at the beach. According to the car, it's 31 degrees here. And oh my word, can you feel it? Pit stop complete. It was lovely and cool in there, lovely air conditioning. Had a nice ice cream, had a McFlurry, so I didn't get an ice cream at the seaside, which I was very sad about. But because the last couple of times we've gone it's been pouring with rain, ice cream isn't in Andy's seaside routine. So, had my ice cream, I'm happy. But again, as soon as you step outside, my word, does this heat just smack you around the head. Can you smell the seawater on my legs, Dave? Are you having a long enough smell? Oh, hello, you're smelling the camera as well, are you? No, that's enough. Down you get, you're not licking the lens. We are home. It's actually not as hot in here as it was on the driveway. The driveway was hideous. I know as well we're going to get lots of comments about people who live in other parts of the world saying, Kev, that temperature you're talking about, that's not hot. Firstly, to us it is because we're not used to it, but I think the thing that maybe you forget if you live somewhere where it's normal for it to be even hotter than this is your country will be most likely set up to cope with it. Whereas here, we don't have air conditioning in our house. We only actually own one fan, and then I've got another one in the garage because it's so rare for us to actually need one. So when it does get hot like this, it's like when it's hot like this for you and your air conditioning breaks. Because we don't have it, because there's no point in having air conditioning because we'd need it 3 days a year. I guess it's presumably if you live in Mexico you probably don't have central heating the way all houses in the UK have central heating. You might do, I don't really know how it works, but yeah, to us this is hot. It's alright when we're indoors. McDonald's was fine, the arcade was fine, the car is fine, there's air conditioning in all those places, but being outside is horrible. And I can already feel this room warming up now we're all in it. I think we are going to end the vlog there though. We've had an excellent day, lots of fun at the seaside. The plates are still here from yesterday as well, so they probably need putting away. Can I help you, Dave? Really? I know you've missed us, but could you do this to one of the two people who aren't currently trying to vlog? Or would you just want to be on camera? Stop licking my seawater legs, for goodness sake. Right, are you going to do the outro? Stop licking me. Stop licking me. We're going to end the vlog here. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel. Dave, look in that bit, not that bit. Amateurs look at the screen. You have to look in the lens. Subscribe to the channel for more... That's better. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you.